Hello, guys. Welcome again to the second show on the UEFA Champions League fantasy football game. And we are really happy that you guys supported us during the first video and in fact joined our league, and we will get to that later. But first thing is welcome on board the show, and we hope that today's episode, you're happy to join us here. You're able to gain some knowledge. We'll basically talk about what happened in our league, what happened in match day 1, and also our match day 2 squad reveal. So stay tuned and enjoy the show. Hey guys, and seriously, when we published this video, the match day 1 video, we did share with you guys the code to join our league, and we are so happy that we have got all you guys joining here. So let's look at what's happening in our league here. So our Bola Bola Liga, so far now we got 18 members joining, and we are so thankful for members. I think mostly you guys joining in here from Malaysia and Indonesia, maybe from somewhere else. Do give us a shout out and let us know where you're from. But let's look at how the guys are doing, and indeed, everybody seems to be doing well. Our Bola Bola team is right there, smack in the middle, and there's even some new guys here joining in, which is going to start for match day 2. So indeed, thank you for all your support, guys, and do share this with your friends. Give us a like, subscribe. You even hit the notification bell for more videos of this case, and also share this league with your friends. The league code and all that will be available in this description. Get more guys to join, and let's compete in this Bola Bola league and have fun for the next coming match days, because we only done with match day 1, guys, and there are still many more match days to go, and hopefully this thing keeps rolling, the Bola Bola league grows, and let's see what happens. Yeah, I mean, we are seriously happy, and thank you so much for all your support, guys. And let's move on then to our how did we do in match day 1 right after this. Hey guys, and welcome back again. So we would like to review how we did in our match day 1 result. I would say neither good nor bad. We did pretty average here, and we really hope that our match day 2 results will be boosted. But before we get to our match day 2 squad, let's look at what happened in our match day 1 squad. So guys, if you look at our squad here as I go through the team, right, we completed the match day 1 with 51 points. Our overall rank is about 600k out of a million, so we are just middle halfway there, because the leader of this game now is about 111 points, so we are 50 over points less than him, and there are a lot of catching up to do. So we'll definitely need something very drastic to happen in match day 2, but let's try our best, guys. Let's not give up, let's try our best. So if we review back our squad for match day 1, if we have a look at it, let's look at areas where we didn't really do well. And I would say, as I'm circling the Koreas, I would say, we banked in heavy on these guys, the brothers, and unfortunately they didn't really pay off, because Joaquin only completed 25 minutes and gave us 1 point, and Angel as well only contributed 1 point with 34 minutes of his match. And he's got tough matches against Milan and Liverpool back to back, and then Milan again. So we are considering some things to happen in match day 2 indeed. As for the rest of them, I would say another disappointment that happened in match day 1 is Hakimi, who only contributed 3 points for us against Club Brugge. We really expected a lot from this guy, being a real attacking threat for PSG, a flying wing back indeed. And we expected PSG to really beat Brugge in that game. We didn't expect it to be a result, as how it happened, as a draw and 1-1. PSG conceded a goal, and we expected more goals from PSG, but Hakimi did not get in on any assists and all that. So we really hope that the guy steps up in match day 2. So those are the, I would say, things that didn't really work out for us in match day 1. But a good thing that happened in match day 1 for us is, of course, our strikers, our other 2 strikers, Ronaldo and Haaland, did score. And on the first day of match day 1, we actually put Ronaldo as our captain. He scored against Young Boys, and we were pretty happy with that. Where at that point of time we stood at 12 points because of his captaincy. But then we decided, okay, Haaland is playing against Besiktas. Let's try to get him let's try to make him the captain for the second day, because we expected Ronaldo to score more than one goal. He had one goal. It was a surprising result. Man United just fell flat and was shocked by young boys. So we decided to change it to Haaland in the second night, and it paid off. He generated 7 points with his captaincy. He gave us 14. So at least thanks to all these decisions here, at least we are at 51 points. And let's hope that things start to work better for us in match day 2. So that's our review for match day 1, and let's see what's our plan for match day 2. Hey guys, and this is our match day 2 squad reveal. So we had 2 free transfers as a standard when we come to match day 2, and we was thinking, in fact, we were really contemplating, guys, to go for the limitless chip, to completely just change the squad, like because we thought, there are a lot of catching up to do. The leader is too far ahead. But then we thought, we contemplated a lot. Shall we use this limitless chip? Shall we completely change our squad for this match day? We thought very deep, we thought very hard, but then we decided, no, let's utilize the 2 free transfers that we have, okay? Without taking a hit on any negative points for additional transfers. We will keep the limitless. Perhaps we may attempt to do it in match day 3 or match day 4 coming up, or even maybe the 6th match day. Let's see as we head towards there. But what happened is, how we utilized these 2 free transfers was, we decided to transfer out. Remember, in the match day 1 recap, I spoke about the Correa brothers not doing so well. In fact, when we got them in to the squad before this game started, I did mention that, not how many people, I was not sure how many people had the Correa brothers combo. Well, we went ahead with the Correa brothers combo, and it didn't really pay off, did it? So, and Ezekiel also just picked up an injury, so we decided to just transfer him out together with his brother. And who did we bring in, guys? So let's look at our squad here. We decided to bring in Edin Dzeko. Still going for Inter. What's interesting is, if you look at Dzeko, this season so far, he's got 4 goals in 6 games. He has been scoring for Inter. He has been starting, and with Correa's injury now, Dzeko is going to get more playing time. And let's look how interesting his opponents are, right? So he's got Shakhtar, and he's got Sheriff then for the next 2 games, and then Shakhtar. So easily, if Dzeko picks up his pieces where he left off, scoring in the league, he is going to be a hit against Shakhtar and Sheriff. We foresee that, and that's why we decided to get Joaquin Correa out and transfer him Dzeko. And he's only 1% owned. Are we going against the grain? We are not sure, but sometimes it's got to be a bit different, right? To try to, rather than trying to be same with everyone else. So at 7.5, I would say not very cheap as well, but he is the hitman for Inter. He is their number 9, so we are definitely banking on him now against Shakhtar and the 2 games against Sheriff. So it's easily 4 games there. We are looking to stick with Dzeko here. All right. So that's Dzeko. And who did we bring in for our second transfer? Well, this is the reveal. The youngster, the 18-year-old youngster who can play for England and can play for Germany. If I'm not mistaken, he decided to play for Germany. He is only 18 years old. He has been featuring in the Bayern squad. He has been scoring goals. He has been assisting. He has got 2 goals so far. He's got some assists as well, and he plays in a very attacking role. Bayern plays predominantly 4-2-3-1. Behind Lewandowski, they are the 3 guys, and Musiala has been starting in some of the games in that position. And at 6.5, because when we transferred Angel Correa out, we needed to bring somebody in. We were contemplating a few people within that range, and then we decided to go for Musiala, because one thing is, he's an attacking player. He gives us an option for goals. He gives us an option for assists. So we are really hoping that Musiala is the one that's really going to turn things around for us. I hope so. Well, with 4% selection, also not a very high number there, but we are again going for it. We are banking on him, and we really hope that this is really going to work for our match day 2 team. And also some other features and some other news about our match day 2 team. So we're going to go with our 4-3-3 as what we did in the first match day as well. we are really hoping again for all these flying wing backs here, and Kimmich in fact plays in the central midfield as well, so he has got assisting options and all that, and I would say that he indeed did very well because he had 2 ball recoveries, and you know, with the clean sheet as well, playing in the defensive role, he did well there. So Reece James against Juventus is not going to be an easy fixture, I would say, for him. But Chelsea and Thomas Tuchel has been on fire. And Thomas Tuchel, to me, you know, when I was having a chat with the guys, I really feel that this Chelsea team is very strong, very solid. And Thomas Tuchel is an outstanding manager, I would say. You know, he is definitely going to bring Chelsea places. And you see the way he adjusts his squad and all that. So Reece James definitely is going to be playing very high on the right. Let's hope that Azli Puketa doesn't come in for that, but Reece James should be the starter in that point. So we are happy with him there. Hakimi against Man City is not going to be easy, but then it's Hakimi, right? And look what happened to Man City in their last game. Christopher Nkunku from Leipzig scored a hat-trick against them. So I would say that Hakimi, let's hope, man. Come on, Hakimi, please step up. Get us an assist. Get us 2 assists at least. You know, with Messi, with Neymar, and all these guys there. You know, you just need to bang in those crosses. Come on, yeah. And you know, so this is how our outlook of our team is going to be. If you can see, Lamela, we have put him on the bench only because of the fixture, because he's playing on the 30th. So we're going to go with Edson Alvarez to start first on the first match day. Unless Edson really does some wonders for Ajax, scoring goals or assisting in that game, you know, he may be subbed out for Lamela for the next match day in order for us to try to get more points over there. As for the first captain, we're going in for Haaland because he's going to be playing Sporting. Yes, the club that conceded 4 goals against Sebastian Haller. So, I mean, if Haaland is not your captain for this week, then I don't know who. And it's a good option that Haaland plays earlier on the first day, so it's good to put him as a captain first. And in case, and only in case, he doesn't perform or he performs horribly against Sporting, we have a chance to go back to Cristiano Ronaldo, who's playing Villarreal for the second on the second day as a captain. Our only time that we will decide to switch Haaland to Ronaldo is if Haaland doesn't do well against Sporting. That's just our backup plan there. So this is how our team is going to be. So the 2 transfers we utilize again are Dzeko and Musiala here. We have I would say, consumed all our budget, and we are going to go for this. Like I say, you know, we thought about Limitless, we decided against it. Let's see, this may work for us. We hope this works for us, and let's enjoy this match day 2. And I hope that you guys can also, you know, have a look at our squad. Maybe, you know, give us some comments perhaps if you have anything to say about this squad, this selection. Share with your friends. You know, maybe we give you some tips here. Hopefully it can help your squad as well. And you know, I want to wish you guys all the best for your match day 2, and we'll see you again in our next video. See you guys. Take care. Thank you.